FYB Marine to ask about a drive belt for the water pump on the Yanmar engine we've got in the boat. And the guy there couldn't have been more helpful. He explained all about more than just the belt, showed me a parts diagram, and then we were talking about the engine itself and revving the engine, because I'm not used to a Yanmar. I've come from Volvos and Book, which is slow revving, and he said you really got to rev these. Don't be afraid to rev a Yanmar. It is a revvy engine, and I've been sort of keeping it 2,500 to 2,700 revs, and this pedestrian pace we're going. But we're in effect, he said, don't worry about going up to 3,300, 3,400 revs, which would give us just that little bit more of a push and make the boat more responsive and possibly go a bit better. I've also, he gave me a few tips on to check out the prop, whether that prop's sized nearly right, so we've got to look at that, because this engine obviously is historic, it's come with the boat. We don't know any history, but my experience of engine, this one is a good engine. There's not a wisp of any smoke or anything, and it does sound sweet. So I think we've just got to get to grips with this particular engine that we've got in the boat. So anyway, it was nice talking to him about that and about diesel and a few other tips he's given us, which we can go back and apply to the boat to help longevity of the engine and also more efficiency. So that was good.
Yeah.
So
big up to Jerry.
So it's Jerry there. A big up to Jerry, because he was so helpful and he showed me an awful lot on their website. They've got a website, which in fact I realise I've bought something from them before now because they're competitively priced. So yeah, big shout out. If you want to know anything, ask for Jerry. He's really knowledgeable and helpful.
Legend.
A legend.
Yeah.
Jerry the legend.
Jerry!
And we are not sponsored and we didn't get a discount.
Boo! What's happening, Stu?
Well, we've got this inspection hatch in the boat here so that you can see quickly where the water's coming out of the engine to make sure that's circulating and that the sail drive itself is locked in position. And so every time you do, you have to open this inspection hatch and look. And I've trodden on it and cracked it. So we figured that we'd buy one with a clear thing. We bought one earlier on in somewhere or other, 4E or something, which is too small. And so we bought one yesterday, and that's too big. So what I'm thinking of is, this has been in here so long that it's about only 2 millimeters, but I think on a conversion from inches to millimeters or whatever, they no longer make that size.
Yeah.
And this size is a tiny bit too big, which is so frustrating because I don't really want to make a bigger hole
Yeah.
in the boat because, well, boats aren't meant to have holes in them. But it's just too big.
It's just a fraction out, isn't it?
It is just it is a millimetre out. I mean, this is a 125 and I reckon this is about 123, the hole. Now, I don't know how that projects into new money and old money. All I know is the bloody thing doesn't fit. So we're building up, we're going to open a shop with these things now. Keep buying them, and they don't work. But that, it really is frustrating, and it's more of a 2-minute job to do it. So it looks to me like this might have been replaced in the past.
Could you sand it out a bit?
No, I haven't. All things are possible. But I don't want to start bugging around with something that at the moment, and it's just that little bit too big.
I'll let you think about it then.
I'd rather do the job properly. As I say, it is, but you're right, it is only sanding it out further, but then I've got to epoxy around here to stop. I don't know, that looks like that might be solid fiberglass and not. It's thick. I mean, that is really, it's that thick, that.
Yeah.
So that's solid fiberglass. So it's going to take quite a bit of doing. God, that's so frustrating. And I don't want to just stick it on the top. You'd stub your toes and everything.
No.
So that one goes back and
Back to the drawing board.
back to the drawing board.
Well, here's a humongous monohull. I wonder how much it costs to moor that, Stu.
Look at that beautiful counter. Absolutely gorgeous counter.
Cool.
Wow.
It lights up the sky like a Christmas tree at night.
Something else, isn't it?
It's almost as big as the cruise ship. Wow. That dinghy's bigger than Galatea was. Oh my goodness.
Really pretty, very pretty.
What a beast. Look at it, the front of it.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. The whole thing's gorgeous.
Jesus. What's that hatch for there?
Anchor.
Oh. Wow. Cracking boats around here. Ah.
Yeah, 346. We were looking at 346 at the bottom.
Yeah. This one's got ducks behind it. This is weird. That's gorgeous, that one. I know, we're just surrounded by beautiful boats. Absolutely gorgeous, aren't they? Taking the ducks for a walk. Yeah, so one of the most exciting things about Falmouth is Trago Mills for us. You agree?
Well, for you especially. You know. What's interesting about Trago Mills, they've got a massive place in Newton Abbot, and when I was in business, I working, I went to this massive one in Newton Abbot to discuss a point of sale system with them. Now, I was a retailer myself using a point of sale system, but we co-developed something with a software house, and they were interested. Trago Mills were interested in it, so I went there and just showed them what we did, what we had, and had a great discussion with them at the time. In Shrewsbury and Welshpool, they've got a place called Charlie's, which is like Trago Mills, in as much as you don't know what they're selling. I'm not too sure they know what they're selling, but they're selling it, and it's something of everything. And Trago Mills in itself is just a rabbit warren of stuff. And you find something you like, and you think, "Oh, I'll go back and get that in a minute." Well, can you find it again? Can you? Hell, I mean, it is just a massive rabbit, but a great fun to be in there and have a look around. And we went upstairs to have a coffee and a cake, which they did as a joint deal, but they didn't know they did it as a joint deal, so we had to show them their sign, yeah, that said them they did this great coffee and a cake deal. But yeah, Trago Mills started out, I seem to remember somewhere now, he just had a little stall or something at one of the small fishing ports in Cornwall, and he started selling some stuff, and that took off, and he started selling some more and more and more and more, and he just expanded and expanded, and as things went. So it's a great story from that point of view.
Yeah.
And as an ex-retailer, it fascinates me. But yes, it is absolute chaos.
Brilliant. Every time you go in, you find something different. I could just spend a week here just walking around Trago Mills, to be honest.
Well, I think the staff spent a week trying to find out what they've got. They've just said an announcement. You've got over 10,000 products to choose from. Yet they've got signs up saying over 20,000 products to choose from. So it's quite a variable feast. Absolutely loved it. Love it to bits.
Yeah, it's great. Right, off to get off washing.
Yeah, we've just been doing our laundry, which we haven't done for a while. We used the facilities that the harbour had. And yeah, we've done the washing bit, and we're just waiting for the tumble dry bit. And then we're off
It's all part of being a pirate. Pirate. You can't be a pirate with all of your arms. It's all part of being a pirate. There's no harm in it either.
So I was chatting to a lady from Wet Wheels earlier on, and she was telling me they do some really good work with people with visible and hidden disabilities and with children's hospices, and take them out on the boats, which is just so magical for the people that they're taking out, and it really lifts their spirits. And I just think, wow, fair play to them, what a lovely thing to do. Good on them. That's Wet Wheels. So we're just putting into practice what we were taught about the engine and giving it a good thrashing along here, which is, she seems to be responding to really well, to be fair. Weather's improved again, which is great, and we're just heading towards an anchorage now, somewhere off the River Fal. I'm not sure where. I'm sure we'll get more details later. But tonight is got the hook exercise, so that will be nice. Bit of freedom. It's like a bloody race along here. So this is the anchorage we're heading into.
That there's Carrick Road.
Okay.
This is Channel 3. Channel 3.
So, Captain Stuart, what do you think today?
Actually, today has been an absolutely brilliant day. Do I do this in a penguin voice?
Can you do a penguin voice?
Anyway, to sum up the day, it's been great. I mean, it's been almost a worky day. We got up, we've been from the mooring buoy into the yacht haven place, and we've had showers, and we done washing, haven't we? We've done all of the, right up to date with our washing with the laundry machines. Good value, really, considering how dirty our stuff was. While it got on with that, we went in, walked up and down the high street a bit, went into Trago Mills, bought one or two things there, had a cup of coffee there, didn't we, and a piece of cake, which they didn't understand that was under a deal. So we had to explain to them that yes, you've got a great big sign saying coffee and cake $4.90. So we had there. Then when the washing was finished, we folded it all up, put it away. We got five containers of water filled. So that's about 30 or 40 litres of water. So we topped up the tanks with the water and got all that right up to date. Had a pint. Maddie, you had a cider, didn't you? And I had I can't remember what it was called actually. Really a local beer of some sort, Storm or something. So I went back to the boat, got all the bed linen back on again, took the washing off the rails to stop it bringing the tone of the place down, repaired the boat, and and then we left to come up to an anchorage 4 miles up the river. And armed with the information we got from the Yanmar agent guy yesterday, we put a few more revs on the engine than we would normally do, and it made a tremendous difference. The boat came alive, didn't it, really? And it was almost an enjoyable passage of an hour, just under an hour, 3/4 of an hour to do the 4 miles here. And that was great. But one of the tests we did, he said, to find out whether your engine is, overpropped or underpropped, he said, when you're underway, go full revs. And if it doesn't reach the full revs, then you've got a reasonably clean bottom. And I checked my bottom and it wasn't bad. You're overpropped. But if you push your lever forward and it revs past the normal wide open throttle, which on this boat is 3,600 revs, it went right past that. It would suggest the prop's too small. And that would account also for why this performance under motor is so bad on this. it's less than I expected. It can take a bigger prop because it's got the grunt to do it, and so we'll have to look what we've got to do about that. But anyway, we gave it a few more revs. We came up here. Normally we would try about 2,800 revs tops, but we put another 400 to 500 revs on that, and as I say, brought the boat alive. So here we are on this beautiful anchorage next to a National Trust house. It's sheltered all directions except from due south, and it is just stunningly quiet after the hustle and bustle of Falmouth Harbour. So we're going to be here for at least a night because we've got some exploring to do. We need to reduce our beer stocks, so we're going to work away on those. And we're amongst some lovely company. Some of the boats we've seen before. There's a green cutter type of workboat over there.
Yeah, everywhere we go, that goes.
That goes. And there's another 2 boats over there. We're next to us in
yeah.
Harbour.
Yeah, the Germans. Yeah, yeah.
So,
Portia thought when you said you were in good company, you're on about her.
in fact, talking of Portia, that was quite interesting, wasn't it? Because when we came back from doing the washing,
little madam, yeah.
We got on, pulled up in the boat, in the dinghy to the boat. Started to get out the dinghy, and there's a little pussy cat.
And found our way out of there. Yes.
We'd left a little window open, which we called her cat flap.
Yeah. And she was just sitting there, wasn't she, in the cockpit, waiting for us.
Yeah, we think she might recognise the sound of the engine, the outboard engine.
The outboard. Oh, talking of which.
Because she seemed to be a bit dozy.
Yeah. Look at that lovely National Trust property to look at. Up the hill there. Okay.
Might have a bride tonight.
That would be nice, wouldn't it, Bri? Yeah, so the outboard, our lovely new outboard, had a little accident, didn't it? Stu?
Yes, it did. Maddie.
But so Stu's taped the top.
So gorilla tape to the rescue.
Yeah. We don't know when, how, do we?
Not really. But the cowling, the top was cracked.
Yeah.
It had gone right the way through. So I've had to put some gorilla tape there. Best quality gorilla tape. But yeah, it's a shame really. Brand new engine, and already it's got damage. But if you're going to be sailing and doing what we're doing, things are going to happen. You can't be going out in the dinghy 2 or 3 times a day, using the boat like we're doing, anchoring, living on it full time. Things are going to wear out or go wrong.
Just a bit upsetting, really, isn't it?
It is terribly upsetting.
But you've done a good job of fixing it, so.
Yeah, so we
Some of them
soldier on.
buggers swimming over there. How lovely. Yeah.
Well, you should go in because the water feels quite a nice temperature.
Yeah, I've just had a lovely shower.
Wow. Okay.
I'm not wasting that. It's supposed to be nice tomorrow, isn't it? Maybe
How long's the shower going to last for?
maybe I'll go in tomorrow.
Maybe, because I'll push you in if you don't.
Because it's going to be nice weather, isn't it? So
Oh, we've got to stay here another night. It's such a beautiful setting.
it's absolutely
Stunning.
gorgeous, isn't it? I can't believe it. Yeah. Right, I'm going to have my beer.
Good.
Well, we bought some Bri trays for Bri. Normally they're called barbecue trays, aren't they?
Yeah, but these ones actually we got in Trago Mills for about $2.99, if that, I think. I think about $2.29.
Yeah.
And they're actually labelled up as Bri.
Yeah, we're a little bit concerned about the fit. It's supposed to fit, just sit on the bottom of the...
Yeah, well, this barbecue here is designed to actually take a preloaded tray and it just sits inside it. Or else, if you have your own coals, you put them in here
Yeah.
and you can do it that way. So this is a preloaded tray.
But literally only just fits, doesn't it?
Well, it's supposed to only just fit, but I would have liked it to be a 2-3 millimeters bigger all round. So just in case it slips through,
The dinghy's been moved.
I moved the dinghy. I've got some water here.
Yeah. wet cloths.
So I've got wet cloths, and that's just to stop my burgers burning.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll have to see. But I think if I do this again, I'm going to put it in that tray, not emptied into it, but let it rest in there because I'm just a bit nervous.
Well, we'll see.